Hell's Paradise has recently ended its first season, and I haven't watched a single episode after releasing this video. I stopped at like episode 3 because I got really busy making other videos and hey, come on, what do you want me to do, huh? I got a multi-million-dollar enterprise to run, the f you talking about? But since I got some free time, I'll do it right now. Seriously, I'll go watch the anime. Be right back.
Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise is bad.
Studio Map is just a sellout.
This is a problem.
Next time you ask yourself,
Is this
fake?
Yes.
You know, you guys are tripping balls. Hell's Paradise is still a damn good show, in my opinion. And to prove it to you, here's what's gonna happen. These are all the comments you guys posted on my Hell's Paradise video, and I'm gonna choose the most popular ones that I keep seeing on a regular basis, besides the ones that want to publicly execute me. Starting off with the most common reply I get, and a comment that can literally bankrupt an entire anime studio. It's mid. Now, it's mid can come in different shapes and forms. You know, it's like the evolutions, or Johnny Sins. For example, it's mid because of the plot. Other shows have done it better. I agree that the story isn't anything to write home about. It's a simple premise about a guy going on this island with a bunch of other weirdos trying to find the chug jug of immortality. It's formulaic, but I don't think that makes it bad. Oh, no, sorry, mid. Yeah, these two just give off the same energy. To say that other shows do it better is very subjective in my opinion, since it depends on whether or not you fuck with the show in general. Like, I've seen a lot of comparisons made to Hunter x Hunter's Dark Continent arc, and while I can 100% believe that Togashi wrote an incredible story with people claiming it's the best arc of the series, it also looks like he's making me read the terms and conditions. I have no doubt that someone read half of this, got bored, called it mid, and watched 50 episodes of Demon Slayer. What I'm trying to say is, even shows that are objectively good will have people criticizing its plot, and that's totally fine, different strokes for different bros, but I personally find it interesting because I think the mystery aspect of the island is cool. And if you're someone who disagrees with that, then I wouldn't be surprised if you paused it, got bored, called it mid, and watched 50 episodes of Demon Slayer. This person said, It neither sets the mysticism well, and the progression feels non-existent. Alright, I'm gonna make some very surface level assumptions about you that should definitely not be taken to heart, okay? First, you're probably not subscribed to me because only 94.3% of you are, so hit the sub button. Second, you're one of those 3-episode rule watchers, aren't you? If you are, then I can't blame you if you found it mid, because the first 6 episodes of Hell's Paradise are purely just the characters fucking around and finding out. In that order. The latter half is when they actually explain the secrets of the island, and that's when fights become more important. So if that's your reasoning, I totally get it. That, or you just didn't like the show, because the mysticism was placed way before they even set foot on the island. I think people complaining about the story aren't actually complaining about how it's written, but rather how it's paced. So it's mid because of the pacing. I kind of agree with this one. I read both the manga and watched the anime for Hell's Paradise, because I'm a sociopath. Thus, I can say with some confidence that the anime pales in comparison to the manga, partly because of the pacing issues present in the show. In anime, you're sort of at the mercy of its director. If they cut something out, you gotta deal with it. If they rush an emotional scene, you gotta deal with it. And if they adapt it 1-to-1 with the manga and it's still a perfectly faithful adaptation overall, call it mid all you want, those minutes of your life are gone, buddy. Hell's Paradise is one of those strange cases where the anime does everything right and presents everything the manga has, but it's still worse off because Hell's Paradise is an inherently fast-paced series. It's only 127 chapters, so people commenting about the weapon guy fight being too quick or the characters being killed off like they're nothing, it's the same across the board. In both mediums. The only difference is that in manga, I don't feel bad for having dyslexia. No one tells me how fast or slow I should be reading, so sometimes character deaths can feel extremely soul-crushing in the manga, but feel conveniently placed in the anime. So if you're someone who liked the plot of Hell's Paradise but found it oddly paced, maybe the manga will help solve that problem. But what the manga can't solve is how MAPPA chooses to animate the show. This is where everyone's panties are in a bunch. It's mid because of the animation. We're about to open a whole can of discussions with this one, and I just want to start with a question. Is Hell's Paradise poorly animated? Fuck no, y'all are eating too good, man. Holy shit. Lay off the carbs, you fat ass. It was at this moment that he knew it was too early to get cancelled. But I understand why you're angry. Don't worry, I agree with you. Over the years, MAPPA has built a lasting legacy for itself as a studio juggernaut, an artistic innovator, a slaveholder, among many other names. And with that legacy comes expectation. When you show people that you're capable of doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this, people will start wanting more, expecting more of the same thing. That's why my videos are banned on purpose. Hell's Paradise is only poorly animated because MAPPA are the ones animating it. Strip that off, stick it with something else, and you'll see positive comments that far outweigh the negative ones. Now, should people expect more from a MAPPA-produced anime? Absolutely yes, if they're paying for it. In my last video, I said that MAPPA did not pull any punches when it came to animation. And at one point, I thought the WWE was real too. The first 3 episodes really sold me on how good the animation can be. Okay, Kai Guns 2251, but I'll admit, the quality definitely took a dip as the episodes went on. The lines were off, the framing looks weird, the movement was whack. Scenes just flat out would have hit harder if it was given more time to cook in the oven. They showed that when they were adapting this fight, but it's not garbage. I personally believe that the animation of Hell's Paradise doesn't detract from how good the show is, cause the fight scenes are still cool, the character deaths are still extremely emotional, it just looks off when you put it side by side next to Chainsaw Man and JJK. It's like putting me between Gigak and Scamboli. That being said, a lot of people gassed this show up way before it even finished airing. So let's discuss that as we read the final comment. Hell's Paradise is overhyped. Yeah, I think so. It's pretty hard for an anime to go a full season without any hype, especially if it's a MAPPA anime, and especially if it's made by the assistant of Chainsaw Man's author. It's tough. On one hand, I believe people should form their opinions without being influenced by hype. On the other hand, I fucking contributed to that hype. I'm actually proud of that one. Hey, look, all my videos are just my opinions, and I've always expressed that. But I get it. When you hear your favorite AniTubers speak nice words about a certain show, you go into that show with those words in mind. By that point, you should at least be subscribed to the channel, my god. Oh shit! I just realized, this anime is getting the Dororo treatment. If you're not aware, Dororo was an anime that released in 1969, 3 months before Neil Armstrong landed on the moon. Holy fuck, seriously? Anyway, fast forward 50 years later, the anime was remade and released in 2019. Tons and tons of people were hyped up about this show being remastered. Why? Probably because it was written by the guy who invented anime. Shows like Blackjack and Astro Boy ring a bell. To put it simply, this anime had a lot of prestige, a lot more than Hell's Paradise. And for the first 12 episodes, it delivered on that. Great story, great animation, great characters. This anime had it all. Until episode 15. All of a sudden, the anime took an unusual dip in quality. The lines were off, the framing looked weird, the movements were whack. Sound familiar? But in reality, it wasn't that bad. 4 years later, and this anime has an 8.24 rating from over 500,000 people. Did bad animation and overhype kill this anime? Clearly not. Will the same happen to Hell's Paradise? I guess we'll have to see. Hell's Paradise still has some pacing issues, a little bit of anime BS, but all shonen have that. Only time will tell if this anime did well enough to get a season 2. But why the fuck are you waiting? I got like 20 other videos that you could be watching right now. I already have 2 of them in front of you, so just pick one. Go on, pick it. Pick it. Pick it. Pick it. Pick it!